is everybody doing this Wednesday morning, this wonderful Wednesday morning? Yeah, Milton Leroy is on one this morning. He really is. I don't know what the deal is with him, but he is on one this morning. And Milton Leroy is feeling himself this morning. Maybe because I took his clothes off, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, he's not too happy about that at all. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Y'all hear that? That's Milton Leroy. That is Milton Leroy. Yeah, good morning, cousin Charlene. Ah, I'm feeling better as long as I can control the temp. I don't know what is causing it. So I have heat on this morning. Milton Leroy is cranked up to 100. So hopefully we won't have that another episode like that this morning. Guess what, cousin Charlene? Guess what? Let's see if you can guess it before I say it. Hey, welcome back to you too. Good morning, cousin. How are you doing? I dare not ask what the temperature is where you are. How are you doing this morning? Well, it's morning for me. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day. Chair. No. No. Good morning, cousin Mocha. Good morning. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all about the shower chair. It's turning into a full-fledged series at this point that I still don't have. I have a plan. I'm feeling better today. As long as I can keep my temperature under control. I don't know why I keep spiking. I don't feel bad until it does. Other than a really, really dull headache that not even the Motrin is knocking out. Hey, baby, how are you doing, G? I'm doing great. I hope you're having a great morning as well. Like I said, the chills are like violent chills. And I've been taking ibuprofen every 6 hours, trying to keep it under control. But like I said, other than that, listen to this girl just talking. Alexa just be talking about she's not quite sure how to help me. I didn't ask her for no help, and if I did, she probably wouldn't answer. Just the regular, usual pains and that I've been dealing with. So I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I do know. Oh, I'm so glad, cousin Charlene. Oh, I'm so glad. But I do know if it continues and does not subside by tomorrow, I will go to the doctor because I don't want to go into the weekend with this. That will have been too long. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you got your package. Mocha, my email address is in my in the description of my channel. Good morning, sister. Good morning, Queen Bee. So I I I have books on and journals and on Amazon. So if you would like one, just send me your address. Just send me an email with your address, and I'll get you one out. Blessed. Good morning, Brittany. How are you doing this morning? Oh, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I can't wait for y'all to hear about the shower chair saga. Like I said, it's turning into a full-fledged series. I didn't even have the strength to, when they called me yesterday, I didn't even have this strength to put up a fight. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. So when I got off of live yesterday, like I said, let me back up a little bit. I always put my phone on Do Not Disturb, which I forgot to do this morning. So Melvin will probably call y'all. Um, so I get off of live, take some Motrin. I'm lying down, and I'm looking at my phone, and I see that I had a missed call from the medical supply store. I'm doing good, sis. I'm doing good. Okay, Mocha. Okay, sweetheart. I'll be looking for it. Um. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. But just send me address, and I'm gonna send you one. And I need Holly's address as well, and Tony's. um. Y'all forgive me. Like I said, I'm in a like a fog. I'm having brain fogs. Um. So it was the medical supply store, the one that told me they needed a paper prescription. It was them. I called them back, and she went and found the lady that had called me, and she said, yes, we got the prescription for your shower chair. I want to know if you want the one with the back, or do you just want the bench? So now they taking prescriptions, non-paper prescriptions. The doctor just sent it in over the computer. Yet the lady told me I had to have a paper prescription last. So I said, I need one with a bag. Do y'all have the foldable ones? She said, okay. She said, and after, going through all that, she said, okay. She said, well, that'll be $45 plus tax. I said, so my insurance does not pay for it? Hey, Brooklyn, how are you doing, sweetheart? I said, so my insurance does not pay for it? And she said, no. Yeah, what they do that at? Why would I need a prescription if I'm just going to pay for it? Because I was like, are they paying anything for it? And she said, no. And then she circles back around to, oh, I'm so sorry, Brooklyn. I hope you feel better. She circles back around to, you can use your benefits card here. And I said, well, I can use it on Amazon too. She said, yes, but you'll get it same day here. No. Amazon, I checked on Amazon when I order it. It will be here the next day. So, next day, same day, I'd rather get it the next day. I've had to wait all this time. So, like I said, I didn't even have the energy to be upset, frustrated, and any of that. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. I'll just wait until next month, and I will buy my own. Because that is just, yes, Amazon Prime. Excuse me. Y'all, that's crazy. Like I said, it's turning into a whole shower chair series at this point. But we're going to end that series in about 3 weeks. Like I said, I feel like it's a shame that I've had to go this long after stating that I needed one and still not have one. So, like I said, if I had known it was going to turn into all of this, I would have never reached out to anybody. I would have just ordered my own. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll just order my own and we'll call it good. But it did make me really think seriously about switching PCPs, and I probably will. I'll talk to my specialist next month when I see him and see who he recommends me go to at that office. Like I said, I'll have to, the hospital, I have to travel, like I said, over an hour like I do for my treatments, like I do for my other appointments, rather just going, 35 minutes up the road. But at this point, it seems to be worth it. Like it'll be worth it. Because this is just... Whew. I had a Richard Cunningham over Taylor working my nerves. And I don't like feeling like that. I really don't. I spent too many years being angry and upset and mad, that I just don't, I don't have time to go through this with him or any of them. Like I said, the supply store is like, so what are they doing now? Just trying to make it harder for people to get things, with the insurance just paying for it outright, and they're pushing you to use your benefits card. Do they get some kind of perk from people using their benefits card? That's the only reason that I can think of that they would be pushing it so hard, because I've got nebulizers, I have concentrators, I have oxygen that I don't have to pay for because it's a necessity. So why not the shower chair or anything else that would be deemed medical equipment? So yeah, that's where we are with the chair. But y'all, guess what? When Tony gets here, I just have to tell him again. But I ate breakfast this morning. And this is how. Hey, cousin Holly, how are you doing? I'll have to tell you as you come in. Cousin Holly, my email address is in the description of this channel. So if you would send me your address so I can send you out a book or a journal for being a mod for me, if you don't mind. I just want to thank y'all and share with y'all what I have. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Yes, I ate breakfast this morning. And I'm going to tell y'all, Tony was in my head. Because Tony, he'll pop in and he'll be here. And then he won't ask me every day. But he'll allude to it. And some days he just comes right out and asks. So not only was he in my head this morning, but when I was feeding Milton Leroy his breakfast, because he eats canned food, but I like to warm it up, so I warm up I heat up some water in the tea kettle, and I pour a little bit in his food and mix it in so I can warm up his food. And I was thinking, I put all of this into making Milton Leroy breakfast and making sure he has breakfast every morning. Why wouldn't I do the same for myself? No, I had oatmeal. I had cinnamon oatmeal. So when I did his food and got him situated, I went ahead and I prepared some oatmeal. Hey, Ann, how you doing, love? Welcome back. I'm glad to see you this morning. I got some oatmeal. Hey, Blues Rock. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I wish the same for you. Happy Wednesday. Um, I went ahead and got me some oatmeal. I found a bowl with the lid. So I was preparing the oatmeal while I was doing my meditation. Yes, it was. Now I did put some butter in it. Some butter and some milk. So yeah, it was good. Now I didn't eat a lot of it because, like I said, I have to get used to having something on my stomach now heavier than toast in the morning. So I didn't make a lot of it, and I didn't eat all that I made, but I did eat at least 5 or 6 spoonfuls. So we're doing good. And it tastes good. And what made me look up there, um, I was thinking about putting some. I like to for my applesauce to be cold, and I had a new jar of applesauce. So I was gonna take some and put it in the refrigerator for later. And I saw the oatmeal because I make my own bath products like bath bombs and my own soap like Epsom salt and baking soda and essential oils, and sometimes I will ground up some oatmeal and put it in there. Makes for a nice, soothing, very relaxing bath. So, and especially in the bath bombs, it smells good too. So I saw that and I was like, oh, this is a new one. I can open it up and try some oatmeal this morning. And that's what I did. Maybe next week, because I need to make some more bath soak. Maybe next week when I get in the oil, because I'm out of one of my essential oils. So when I get it in, maybe one morning I'll mix it up on live so that y'all can see it. It's really simple. Y'all can make it. You know those pickle jars that I was eating, those big, huge pickle jars? I use those to store it in the bathroom, and just put a scoop in there and just scoop it out into the bath water. So yeah, and I also use I can color it if I want to, and it doesn't stain the tub. It's not like food coloring or anything. It's the same coloring that I use in my bath bombs and in my shower steamers. And I haven't made bath bombs or shower steamers in a minute because it calls for more essential oil, and the vapors from making it really aggravate me right now. They bother my lungs. Y'all see the tail lights of my neighbor bagging out. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I have to make sure, honey, he only hitting stuff on his side of the road, cause he tear his stuff up. He play bumper car with everything over there that belongs to him. Just making sure. Make sure you're keeping that on the other side of the road. Like I say, I may not drive well, but I drive better than he does. I'm not hitting my stuff or anybody else's stuff, so yeah. I can keep it on the road. Like I said, parking is my challenge. You know what I'm saying? Parking it and controlling speed is my challenges are my challenges. But his seems to be everything. From putting the car in reverse, drive, neutral, everything. He got a problem doing. But yeah, I was saying about making the shower steamers and the bath bombs. I don't do those. I haven't done those in a minute, like I said, because the vapors from the essential oils, especially the ones that I have to mix. My lungs cannot take it right now. So I might start doing those when I can do them outside. I can't do them outside here. Honey, every neighbor I have will be able, what you doing? What you got? Can I have one? Especially, y'all know that dude from Family Guy, the old guy. What's his name? Herbert? That's who my neighbor remind me of. He remind me of Herbert from Family Guy. Just sliding around being sneaky. That is him. I was, when I first moved here, I was outside. I had my Jack Russell was still living. And so, you can't really control when a elderly pet child has to go to the bathroom. So we were out. It was like 11 o'clock one night. We were out and I was behind, and I went out of the side door and we were standing, behind my unit. I come from behind the house and Herbert is standing behind my car. And he, welcome to the neighborhood. And I'm not saying anything. And I've got something in my pocket that if he gets any closer, he anyway. So, I'm not saying anything. And my poor Jack Russell, he was blind. He didn't even know anybody, blind and deaf, so he didn't even know nobody was right there, to even bark, growl, or anything. Bless his heart. And so he was like, you bring so much beauty to the neighborhood. And I'm still not saying anything. And he was like, you're not friendly, are you? I'm still not saying that. I'm just looking to see what his hands are going to do, what his feet are going to do, if he's going to come toward me, what? Because I'm thinking all I have in my hand, I got two options. I can go the hard way, I can go the soft way. The soft way was the dog leash, wrapping him up and laying him down. The second way would have been laying him down. So I'm still standing there because, I'm like, I'm going to have to do something to this old man, I'm going to have to lay Herbert down. And so he was like, do you need a friend? Still not saying anything. Finally he said, well, I'm going to go back across the road, and if you just want to come and sit and have coffee, you can. From that day to this one, I have never said anything to that man. My son and my godson came, and so we were standing outside, and he was well, let me back up. After that, a few months went by. Every time I would leave and come in, he would be standing in the window. And y'all know I can't see. I'm blind as, I'm legally blind. I can't see. So one day I just happened, I guess I had a seeing moment where I could actually see what he was doing in the window, which was something very inappropriate. So I called the office to let them know what he was doing. And they were like, well, you're going to have to call the police. Like, okay. So y'all aren't going to do anything about what he's doing. Okay. She said, we can talk to him, but that's about it, And if he says he wasn't doing we don't have proof. Okay. So, now we're going to fast forward to my son and my godson coming over. And there he was again, peeping out of the window now. So all he sees is me pointing over there, telling my son and my godson, that's him. And I was, motioning what he was doing in the window. That man closed that window so quick, let down the blind. I have not seen him in the window. When I go outside, he don't speak, he don't even look my way, because now, guess what? I'm looking at him. I'm staring at him. I'm staring him down every time I see him. I want to make him feel as uncomfortable as he tried to make me. So, and like I said, I rarely see him anymore now. Like, if I'm out, I don't see him. So, yeah. Herbert is something else. Good morning, Lamont. Good morning. How are you? Yes, yes, it is scary. Had an incident not too long ago about, well, 1 o'clock in the morning. I just so happened to be up. And I guess they were, I don't know what they were going to try to do, but one went to the front door, one went to the back door. And the one on the front door was just bamming, bamming, bamming. But I heard them coming up. So I was able to dial 911, and it seems that they had done it to someone else in the neighborhood too. Another single lady. So it's somebody that's watching us that knows we're single. But they're not gonna get in here, you know. So and if they do, that'll they'll be sorry that they did. But yeah, just have to be careful and be aware. Like I said, yeah, I can't see, but I can see. You know what I'm saying? I can see. I can sense danger. You know what I'm saying? So and plus I don't go out at night anymore. I used to up until those guys came and did what they did. I would go outside all time of night. You know, to the garbage bin and really think nothing of it. I mean, I always have protection when I go out, even during the daytime. But with that happening, no, I stopped doing that. So if some garbage needs to be taken out and it's after sunset, it can wait until in the morning. Yeah, we're not going out there. And then come to find out that they have been doing little stuff that I didn't know about until I mentioned it to my neighbor. I asked her if they had came to her place, and she was like, no, nobody came here. She said, and if they did, she said, after I take my nightly medication, I'm knocked out. So I really don't even know. I feel better, Lamont. I feel better. I made sure to, I ate this morning, and I took some ibuprofen this morning. So hopefully we'll be good for a little while until it's time to take it. But I've been trying to stay up on it. Last night, this morning, been staying on it. I said, other than this dull headache, I don't feel anything that I haven't been feeling, And that's what makes it hard to know when something is wrong when you already have a chronic illness. You don't know what's a new pain or what a new pain means. You know what I mean? Is it associated with the sarcoidosis? Is it something else that I should be concerned about? And in the past, I've not been one to mention it to my doctors because I'm thinking, oh, that's just sarcoidosis. It's just something else with sarcoidosis. And then when it keeps on going, when I finally mentioned it, it has nothing to do with sarcoidosis. It was something else, and now I got something else to treat, So now I say, I say something about everything. Because everything is not or could not be linked to sarcoidosis. I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all while I was on here? Because I forgot to turn on the do not disturb. Never fails. And Melvin knows every day that I'm gonna go on live in the morning. He's been in the live. Yes. And I said it. I said because I forgot to turn it on this morning. I had already told cousin Charlene Mocha that he was gonna do it. That's Melvin. And he might call back. That's the kicker. He might call back. And be like, no, now he's sending a message saying, good morning. Good morning. You okay? I see you not on your live this morning. Melvin probably on the wrong page. He said, that's why I call you. Okay? I'm outside. I'll call you later. Yes. I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do with him. I don't know what we gonna do with him. This man. This man is something else, y'all. So he's saying that's why I call you, so I won't call him back fussing. But still, I am on live this morning. I don't know where Melvin's looking. Oh, y'all know I changed my profile picture on this channel. So that may have been what threw. That's probably what threw him off, honey. Instead of just going by the name, he probably goes by the good morning, Leah. Good morning, cousin. He probably just goes by the picture. And because I put up a new picture, that's probably what's throwing him off this morning. Blessed be. Honey, I don't know if Melvin is our cousin, our uncle, our brother. Yeah, I did, and that's probably what did it for Melvin. That's probably why he didn't recognize that I was on live. But when it says that a person is on live, can't you see a little bit of them so that he'd be able to see that it was me? There you... Good morning, Melvin. Melvin, you say you... Sorry about that. Okay, baby. No problem. No problem. I'm glad you found me. Where were you looking at that you didn't think that I was on this morning? Yeah, Melvin is something else. For the ones who have been in here with Melvin, our cousin Melvin, our friend Melvin, our uncle Melvin, our brother. He is something else. That's why I tell people all the time, just let him get it out of his system. Don't block him. He'll let him get it out of his system, and then he'll run away like Ernest T. Bass, just skipping and laughing. Ready to throw a rock through somebody else's window. Isn't that right, Melvin? Leah, were you in here when I asked that my moderators, if you would send me your... Did you send me your address? No, you sent me a recipe. If you send me your address so that I can send you all a book or a journal just to thank you all for being mods, and great mods at that, and great family members. So Melvin, you going on at 4 your time? Okay. Okay. So Queen Bee, what is he doing now? He trying to butter you up? That's right. Talking about you early in the morning. Okay. I don't know if I can get it out of my system, Melvin, because I'm pretty sure you'll do something else before 4 o'clock, before I see you again. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. And you're so very welcome. Thank you. Thank y'all for holding it down for me. Because like I said, I can see, you know, better. But I can't see. So I may miss some things. you know, especially if I'm looking off to see what Milton Leroy doing. But Melvin, what are you doing today? You said that you were outside. So what are you outside doing this early in the morning? Huh? What time did you get up? To be running around outside this time of morning. Mm. Now see, the morning that I have something for Tony, to tell him something, he's not even here. Because I'm waiting on Tony. Tony always asking me about breakfast. You taking care of taking care of my business. My what? Nothing is open at 7:30 in the morning, Mel. You've been doing other things. Cause I heard something yesterday, but I'm not gonna say it on here. I'll wait until you're live to blow your live up. Queen B, you see what he said? Taking care of my business, my bills. Smart, smart mouth. Okay, Melvin. Okay. I will see you at so it's 4 your time, so that means it's gonna be 3 o'clock my time. Okay. Melvin, how's your sister doing? Before you disappear, how's your sister doing? Let her know that we love her and we're still praying for her, okay? Hey, Ty, good morning. Have a blessed day. Taquan, have a blessed day, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Welcome in. There he is. Tony, were your ears burning? You hear me talking about you? Guess what, Tony? I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting on you for about 40 minutes. Guess what, Tony? Great, great. Well, let her know. Let her know that we're still sending up prayers and praises for her. And I am so happy. So happy that they're getting ready to move her to a regular room because soon she'll be ready to come home. Yay, thank God. Thank God. And she'll be ready to start getting back on you, Melvin, and trying to keep you in line. How about that? Milton, what's going on, dude? I hear you. I hear you. Hey, you gonna tell the family hi this morning? Huh? You gonna tell them hi this morning? Tell them hi. Say hey. There you go. That's what it is, Tony. I had oatmeal, cinnamon oatmeal this morning. Yes. Like I told him, I said, Tony was on my mind because I knew eventually you're gonna ask me again. Like I said, you may not do it all the time. You drop little hints, and then some days you just full fledged ask me. Hey, when are you gonna eat breakfast? Nobody can keep you in line. Okay then, Melvin. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. I did. I did. I was fixing Milton Leroy's breakfast and heating up some water in the kettle for his breakfast. And I was like, well, dog, I make sure that Milton has a hot breakfast every morning. I should be doing the same thing for myself. And like I said, you were on my mind, and that came to mind. And I was like, okay, well, while I'm doing my morning meditation, I will just, I'll make me some oatmeal. And I had some cinnamon, and I put some cinnamon, some butter, and some milk. So, yes. And I only made a little bit Because like I said, I'm not used to having anything heavy on my stomach early in the morning. And I did really well with the toast. So I just ate a little bit. I made a little bit, and I didn't eat all that I made. But like I said, I know I had at least 5 or 6 spoonfuls, and it was good. It was good. And so far, so good. My body seems to be doing fine with it. So there you go. Let's see if we can keep it up. So by the time I go to my next treatment, I'm ready for my grits, my eggs. I want cheese grits, eggs, and bacon. Because even if I have to put it in the car, take it with me, I will have it on my stomach. I will have ate before I take my pre-meds. Yes, yes. I do too. I do too. When I make curry chicken, it's the cinnamon. I like to be able to taste the cinnamon in the curry chicken. Because I do curry chicken and I put some shrimp in it, so it's good. We'll have to do a whole cooking series on here, especially when it warms up. But next week when I get my essential oils, I'm gonna show y'all, and it's really simple. I don't, when you order stuff or you buy stuff, it has a lot of things in it. Fragrance, preservatives, whatever. It has a list of ingredients, and when you make it at home, you can control what's in it, and you can use what you want, and that works better for my skin. I know how to. Did I not just say I make curry chicken? So I need to knock on your door and make it correct. You mean I need to make it the way that you make it, and that's not the way life goes. We all have different strokes, different taste. So I make it to my liking, you make it to yours, and we both eat good. Cinnamon raisin bagels. You know, have I ever had a bagel? Tony, I'm telling you, I've never ate healthy in my life. This is the healthiest I have ate in my entire life. Um, oh wow. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Everything is becoming AI generated. Even the doctor's office. And Tony, I still do not have my shower chair. Like I said, it turned into an entire series, shower chair series. When I got off of live yesterday, I noticed that I missed a call from the medical supply store, the one that needed a paper prescription. Turns out they really didn't. The doctor didn't call me back, but he sent the prescription to the medical supplies company, and they called me letting me know that they had the prescription and that they wanted to know if I wanted a bench seat or if I needed one with the back. After telling her my preference, she then tells me it's going to be $45 plus tax. And I'm like, why did you need a prescription? Why is my insurance not paying for it? And she told me that I could again use my benefits card to pay for it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure, Tony. Like I said, some things are worth it, some are not. Um, uh-uh. That's a lot. Milton Leroy. So, yeah, I'll just be ordering my own. I'll order mine from Amazon, and I told her I was like, if I have to pay for it, because she said that insurance was not covering any of it. Because I'm like, okay, well, if it was like $100 and something that they were charging, and my part was just $45 plus, tax, then okay. But no, insurance is not paying for any of it. So I could have just walked in there and bought one, right? But she's stressing, as she was the first time I spoke with her, about me using my benefits card. And I'm like, they must be getting some kind of perk or kickback from people that use their benefits card, because they're really stressing it. And I was like, no, I can use my benefits card on Amazon. And she said, yeah, but you'll have to wait for it to be shipped. And I was like, no, it'll be shipped the next day. I have Amazon Prime. I've already looked at them on there. And which is how I knew I could use my benefits card there. And she was like, well, you can get it here the same day. And I was like, no, no, no. At this point, I was told that I needed a paper prescription. Obviously, I didn't. And now, even with you all having a prescription, you're still talking about me using my benefits card. No, I'll just order one from Amazon, get it the next day. So next month I will order me a shower chair. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like I said, I didn't even melt. I didn't even have the strength. I didn't feel like being upset with her. I didn't feel like being frustrated or even acting out on it. So, like I said, I spent most of my life in that mode, of being sad, upset, frustrated, angry, and I'm just not doing that anymore. Not over a shower chair anyway. They can keep theirs. I will have mine. Okay, cousin Charlene. The plantation is plantationing today. You too, sweetheart. Have a wonderful Wednesday on purpose. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye. See you later. I rarely say bye. I only say bye to people that I'm glad to see gone. But honestly, we're gonna be honest. If I'm glad that you are gone, I'm gonna say bye. If I don't care to ever see you again, I'm gonna say bye. Most of the time you're gonna get I love you, see you later, talk to you later. I rarely ever, like I said, you rarely will hear me saying bye. Yeah, because that's when I say it. My mom always said, don't say bye, say see you later. Because she didn't start saying, I love you until we were grown, and I started saying it to her. But she would always say, talk to you later, see you later. So, yeah. So that's where I got that from. And there are some people, like I said, when they say bye, and unconsciously I will say bye, because they're saying it. But most of the time, if I initiate the bye, baby, that's because I'm glad you're leaving. Yeah, my mama felt the same way, Tony. So she would never say bye. I've never heard her say bye to anybody. She's not like me. Or I'm not like her. She never said bye, period. But like I said, if it's somebody that I am, glad to see walking away or don't want to ever see again, bye. Bye. Good riddance, Maybe that's something that I need to pray about. But for right now, that's what it is. There's a lot of stuff I need to pray about. So that might need to be one of them, but that's honestly the way I feel. If I said anything other than that, I would be telling a lie. I'm going to take care of my business. I ain't going to talk. I ain't going Okay, Melvin. Okay, you be careful. Don't get in any trouble. Don't start any trouble. And don't be the trouble. I'll see you later, Melvin. I'll talk to you. I'll see you around, what is it, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock your time, 3 o'clock my time. And y'all, I was asking yesterday about going live in the afternoon or like at night. I don't, because I know we're not all on the same in the same time zone. Like I said, I'm in Alabama. I'm on Central Standard Time, and it's 8:26, I think. 8:26 here. And see, I'm up late at night. Some nights I'm up late at night. To over in the morning sometimes. Not all the time, but like I said, y'all know I'm always gonna be up between 3 and 5. Okay, okay. And honey, my son got those I think he may have gotten like 2 or 3 bags of those chicken wings. And I'm like, dude, are you really, really, really going to eat all of those, without them, getting freezer burned? And bless his heart, he got some, and I think he's gonna I think he said he's gonna give them away or something like that. But yeah, that was a great deal. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. I redid it to include Milton Leroy in it, since he's a superstar. And I showed it to Milton Leroy before I put it up there. I got his approval. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, hey, how are you doing this morning, Milton? Huh? You doing okay? Huh? Come here. Come here, buddy. You gotta say hi. You gotta say hi. You gotta look in the camera. He is, and Milton wants a treat this morning. Say hey. Say hey, everybody. He don't like being on camera when he's not dressed. Y'all know that, though. Milton said, how you gonna put me out there like that? So, that's why I only show him, because he don't like that. Okay, man. Okay. Have at it. You back. You back? I don't have nothing. I don't have a thing. Can y'all hear him purring? Honey, his purrs are so loud. So loud. He can call himself hiding from me. And I find him because of his purrs. Just loud. I know Milton is happy. He is happy. He is content. And he is right here checking out everything. 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 Okay, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Huh? You can't do that. We already talked about that, okay? Didn't we talk about that? Yeah. Just a big baby. Just a big baby. And he's not even 1 yet. So he's going to be a big boy. He's going to be a big old boy. I can't wait. Okay, man. I can't wait. You can hear it. Just loud. Okay, man. And he probably wonders how I can find him everywhere he hides. Sounds like a lie. And don't let me find out I got a baby lying up in here that I've tamed. So I got wearing clothes and riding in the car, eating cat food. See, even Milton know to look out the window when my neighbor pulled back up. He just pulled back up in his yard. Milton even watching him. Milton like, you better not hit my mama car. Herbert is back on. And the way he parked, I don't see how anybody can get around him, but they do. Like I said, I'm not too heavy on talking about his parking. You know what I mean? Because I know I have my challenges. Honey, I love, I hate to say trying, I love trying to back into parking spaces because I just want to get in the car and just pull straight out, you know? So I've had people come out and try to help me. I think now when I pull up, to back up into my parking space, I know my neighbors come out on purpose just to watch. Because it's going to take me, sometimes I just get tired of going back and forth, so I just leave it how it is. However it is on that third or fourth attempt, I just leave it. I don't care. But I think they get a kick out of that. Now, when I have people in the car with me, they don't care for it as much. Queen Bee was very cool with it. But my kids and other people be like, look, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough of this back and forth stuff. Milton, I see you, dude. I can see what you're doing. Milton, I can see you. Don't do that. What make him want to get over there and chew on the cord to the concentrator? Milton, I'm going to send you out there with Herbert. Milton laid down like, I'm good on that. I ain't going nowhere. Especially out there with Mr. Herbert. Because you remember him on the, and he dresses like that man from Family Guy. Every time you see him, he got on a dress, button-up dress shirt and matching color slacks. Just, like I said, just sliding around being creepy. Like, when you gonna tell me some more good news? And we don't have no good news over here for you, Herbert. Not a bit. But I'm really surprised that the oatmeal is doing well on my stomach. It's not like I've been waiting for it to hurt my stomach, but I didn't know if it would. And that's been over an hour ago Milton. Been over an hour ago. I'm gonna have to get my switch out for Milton, y'all. And I'm still doing fine. Still feeling fine. Milton. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that, love. Because if he chewed the cord to the concentrator, I'd catch the devil trying to get another one. As hard a time as I've had trying to get a shower chair, you can imagine if I needed a new concentrator or a new cord to it. Oh my goodness. And I might be over here, Milton might be over here giving me mouth to mouth. That's it. I'm trying to. Okay, he's chilling out now. He's chilling out. Yeah, I can't have him chewing on that. I already have to hide the tubing up under the cover at night while I'm asleep. Because if I don't, I roll it really close so that he can't get any, there's no exposed tubing. And I have to put it up under the cover because I don't want to risk Milton chewing on the tubing while I'm asleep. Because Milton is asleep. Okay. He just went somewhere, but he's gone. Yes. Yes. I definitely need that. So, like I said, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine if I didn't have it. And the red tape I would have to go through to get another one. Like I said, they'd probably come down to Milton over here doing mouth to mouth on me just to keep me going. Until they brought me a new one. Because now they have they have a restriction or rules or things in place to where you can only get certain supplies at certain times. You're not qualified when you need it to get it. If you already, how did she explain it to me? Like, I can't get a new portable, a smaller one, until February, till next month. My canisters that I have now, they're small, but they're heavy. I hurt more now. So trying to carry that canister of oxygen is almost impossible. It causes more pain. So I was like, I asked my doctor, I was like, can you write me a prescription to get a smaller one? He did. Called the company, few clicks on the computer. She said, you're not eligible for any new equipment right now. I said, can you take back some of the old equipment? Take back some of the canisters. Will that make me eligible? She said, no, you're not eligible until February of 2026. This was last year. It was last year, around summer of last year. Because I wanted to start walking more outside. Yeah, it was early in the year last year, even before the summer, I guess early summer. And I called to, like I said, to get a smaller portable oxygen. And I wasn't eligible for it then. Like I said, this is a strange world that we live in now. When I worked in the medical field, if a patient needed something, they needed it. Hey, sweetheart, I'm okay. How are you doing this morning? Now, everything is on a schedule. And why would my doctor write something that I didn't need? You know, you can't find doctors at any time that are going to write something that you don't need. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Happy Wednesday. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a great morning so far. Where are you from? And what can I call you? Or would you prefer me? Because I can't even figure out how to pronounce that, baby. Is it sedations? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but just give me another name that you want me to call you. Yes, yes, I am. But it's weird how it works, though, Tony, that your doctor can say you need this. I mean, it's like the doctors are in the wrong profession. That's what one of my doctors told me one time. He was like, I went to school for nothing. He said, if I can say what one of my patients need, and then the insurance company can tell them that they don't, maybe try this or try this, then I went to school and did all of this for nothing. You know, I should have just, went to work at an insurance agency. Yes, thank God. Next month is right around the corner, turn two corners and it'll be February. And you can believe, I'm calling them on February the 1st. What day is February the 1st on? If it's not on the weekend, I'll be calling them the first business day of February because I want mine. I want it. It's going to make things a lot easier. As far as getting out, it will make things a lot easier for me to transport and for my back, for my arms, carrying that oxygen, that canister. Like I said, it's small, but it's not small, Y'all, Alexa keeps saying that she's not quite sure how to help me with that. At no time have I said anything that remotely sounds like her name. And if I did call her and need her to help me with something, thank you, Leah. Thank you. February the 2nd, I will be calling. I have been waiting for this. Waiting for months. Not at all. Not even the ones that are supposed to care. They don't care. Um, and when I mention that to people in the medical field, they're like, well, we're under such strict rules and guidelines by the state and all of this and all of that. Oh, when did that even come into play that I understand that everything needs to be governed. You know what I mean? To a certain point. No business or anything, even medical professionals need to be governed. They just don't need to be left to run amok. But I don't feel that things like oxygen, shower chairs, any medical equipment and medical care should be questioned by someone who's not a doctor. Now I know they've had issues with doctors writing prescriptions for things that they shouldn't have, and abusing their position. But that's not the case with everyone, you know? Oh, yes. Yes, she is. Oh. On your neck or on your arms? I have to look into that. Yes. Even though they say that they're not supposed to be eavesdropping on your conversation, they're only activated when a particular word, when you're referring to them, when you call their name. That's not the case. That is not the case. She talked to me all the time, whether I'm talking like I'm talking to you all, or whether I'm singing or watching video and not even talking. She still comes, chimes in. But when I call her name, she rarely answers. I have to call her like 2 or 3 times. I could call her name right now. She probably wouldn't answer me. Y'all know what I'm having to do. I'm having a shift. I sat on that side too long. Too long. And it's crazy, y'all. This is this is how my body is. Like the brakes from the car accident in my pelvis, all the brakes are on the left side because I was driving. So all the brakes is my left ankle, all the brakes on this side. Pelvis, 2 brakes in the front, 1 in the back on my left side. Left arm. Right side is the side that hurts the most from sarcoidosis. This is the side that has the most swelling. So like I said, it's a catch-22 with this body. Trying to find a comfortable position. So, excuse me. So yeah, that's why y'all see me shifting a lot. Because I can only do so long, and that's for lying down as well. And I was saying my next DMP, durable medical equipment, was going to be an adjustable bed, because I can't sleep in my bed right now because I can't get up. If I can't lie flat, and I can't elevate enough that I can get up without causing myself more pain. Just like the tub. Like, so get in the tub and relax. And when it's time to get out, starts the pain. Milton, I'm gonna get my switch now. You can't keep doing that, dude. I don't even know why you're starting to do it now. That cord has been there for the longest. You haven't messed with it. Oh, looks like a purse. Okay, okay. Okay. You need, Tony, say that again. Oh, honey, I wish. I wish, because lying flat, it feels, like I said, other than it hurting, excuse me, y'all. It feels like I can't breathe. So I have to be elevated. So yeah, I want to get an adjustable bed now. Now, if they tell me that I can, I gotta pick between the adjustable bed and the small oxygen concentrator, I don't know what I'll do. Because is it that you can only get one piece of equipment a year? Is that how it works? I have no idea, but I would be so outdone. I would be so outdone. I mean, I guess I just continue to to sleep on the sofa. I don't know, but I'm just saying I would be so outdone if that's the way it works. You gotta pick between breathing outside of the house and being able to sleep in your bed. And it's not funny, but it is. Because that's what we've come down to. You can't have everything you need at one time. Okay, then. We'll see, though. We'll see. Because I have all my paperwork ready so that when I go to the doctor on the 6th, I can get my doctor to fill out his part for me so that I can see about getting an adjustable bed. What is the move? Hey, what is it? He is back, y'all. He is back. Look, you're not gonna be able to do that now, okay? Don't do that. Don't chew on that. Maybe Milton thinks when the camera rolling, like, honey, it's my time to shine. She ain't paying attention to me, so I gotta do something to get her attention. That could be it. But nonetheless, he can't chew on the cords to the equipment that I need. Go chew on his stuff. And he has plenty. He has plenty of stuff that he could chew on. But no. So it might be that Milton's a little bit jealous, you think? He could be on here with me if he'd settle down. The nighttime, y'all will see a different Milton. A completely different Milton. When I'm live on TikTok, yes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Tony. I'm having a hard time. I mean, it made it almost impossible. Like, so the shower chair has turned into a series in its own, so of its own. So, yeah, sweetheart, we're gonna try it though. We're gonna try it. Like I said, if it comes down to me having to choose, I'll just get the oxygen, and then I'll wait next year And I'll get the adjustable bed. Gotta, oxygen's gonna take priority over the bed, you know. Okay. Now I took Motrin probably around, mm, I took it after I ate. So it's been over an hour. I shouldn't be having chills right now. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't feel bad. This dull headache has been here for a few days, but it's not even bothersome. I just know that, I have a dull headache. No chest pains, no pains out of the norm. But I got these chills, and I gotta, I'm running a fever. But even with me having it right now, there's nothing more I can take. Now I took making sure Milton wasn't thinking about trying to take my hair off this morning. Now, Leah, that might be. I'm not gonna lie to you. So no, I have not been drinking. I've been drinking. Like I said, I didn't even. I drank one lemon water yesterday, and I didn't even finish it all. But no, and I drank tea this morning. Yes, he is. Don't bathe in front of people, baby. Don't. Y'all can't see that, can you? Milton, that's disrespectful. You need to have Milton. Don't bathe in front of folks, baby. Go right over there and bathe. Go over there. Yes, he is. I know it. I know. Oh, well, that's that. I have a problem with that. That's one of my areas that I need to work on too. Drinking water. Milton. Milton, why? Okay. Milton said, if I don't bring no attention to him, y'all won't know that he's there. He can't get crazy with it though. Like I said, drinking water is something that I need to. It's another area that I need to work on because I don't. Yeah, I mainly drink water when it's time for me to go and get my infusion because I don't want them to have a hard time sticking me. I may start like 2 days prior to my appointment drinking a lot of water. Like I said, I used to have a problem with drinking coffee. That's not an issue anymore. Because I can go, like I didn't drink any yesterday. I can go, days without drinking coffee. Especially how I was drinking. Coffee with creamer, sugar, and sometimes I would put cinnamon in my coffee. But, yeah, I cut back on that a lot. Because I could drink coffee and not eat. That's how much I enjoyed my coffee. But yeah, water has always been a hang up for me. Always. All my life. I don't know. I can't say that though. I remember the best water was like the well water at my grandparents' house, and my aunt had a spring in her backyard, and we used to go over there and fill up containers of water. That was the best water. Always cold, tastes great. Yeah, so I guess once I left home, or prior to me leaving home, I stopped drinking water like I should. Because my mom was a stickler about that. we couldn't have like sodas and stuff like that. We had to drink water at home. Every once in a while, she might make some Kool-Aid, but for the most part, it was water or milk. And yeah, I just got out of it, out of drinking water. And then I've lived places where the water was, you couldn't drink it from the faucet. And I think after that, I just stopped, because it's not something that's going to be on my grocery list. Not for me to drink. I would buy the water to cook with, when I lived in those areas, but I didn't buy it to drink it. Now I give it to somebody else to drink because, if they wanted some water, but I wasn't drinking it myself. I don't even know how, I guess y'all are like, what is wrong with her? Cousin is really thrown off. Because I was about to say, I don't even know how to start adding drinking water into my day. And y'all probably thinking, just drink it. Which would be the right answer. Just start drinking it. Does the cup of tea that I have every morning count? And, excuse me, it's not like I don't drink anything. I drink cranberry juice and I dilute it with water because I cut out a lot of sugar. So some of it is too sweet for me, so I dilute it with water. So that's it. That's all. That's the most water I have. That's when I'm cutting the cranberry juice with it. And that's all juices. And like I said, I drink the cran grape and the cran. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. But I can't even argue with you, Leah, because I know I got no comeback. I got nothing. You all right? The same with the coffee. Um, yeah. I'm gonna have that set an alarm to remind. How often? How often do you do that, Queen Bee? Mm. Mm. And my mom, I remember when we were younger. Yeah, like on my Fitbit app, it often well, I turned that feature off. Y'all know I did. I turned that feature off where it measures. You can go in there and keep up with how your water intake. And I turned that feature off a long time ago. Maybe I need to turn it back on because it will remind you. You can set it to how often you want every 2 hours. How much? How much water every 2 hours? Like a glass of water? I'm gonna have to start smaller. I mean, like every 6 hours. Every 2 hours? Oh wow. Mm. Totally, I promise I try. I'm trying harder now than I've ever tried in my life. I didn't realize it was this much to it. I did, but I didn't realize it was going to be this much for me. For anybody else, I would be doing the same thing, giving the same advice. But for me, like I said, I didn't realize. Told us a miss I don't want to do right. My mom is probably up there shaking her head like, yep, that's fitting. That is so fitting for her. 16 ounces every 2 hours. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Can we put something in it to give it some flavor? Does the lemon water not count? I really need to know. Because if the lemon water counts, I can do that. I can do that. Maybe not every 2 hours. That would be, I'd be telling you a lie. Not every 2 hours. Like I said, I need to start off slow. Um, oh, okay. Okay. And will it do it even during, at rest hours? Because that would be too much. Because I don't even know, like I said, my sleeping schedule is not set. So, oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Good deal. You see, I've been doing better than I even thought then. I've been drinking lemon water. The lemon water cut the pickle craving. So yes, I can do that. And y'all is like I said, I don't know what in the world is going on with my body. I really don't. And I am trying my best. I am trying my best. God knows I am. To deal with it. But that is why that's another reason why I'm here. Because someone, no, I'm shaking again. Like I said, I don't know why. And there's nothing, I can't even take any more ibuprofen because I took the max I could take, the dose that I needed to take before I got on live. So I don't know. But like I said, I came on here because people need to see the good, the bad, and the ugly and everything in between when it comes to this illness. Nothing is predictable. No one person with this has the same symptoms, the same outcome, even with the same treatment. It's not an easy disease. And at times it's not even manageable. And if somebody sees this, and they're curious about it, they start doing research, it may not only help promote awareness, but facilitate them finding a cure sooner. Because sarcoidosis is not something that I would wish on my worst enemy. Yes. When I'm invited to go places, I'm hesitant to accept the invitation at times because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling. Right. Never know what to expect. And then when you have to cancel at the last minute, people don't always understand. Even if they know that you're dealing with something, they don't always understand. And then if you don't cancel and you try to push through it, you get there, you don't have a good time. People can see that there's something wrong with you, and then they don't understand that either. Because you'll have somebody, well, why didn't you just stay at home? So, yeah. And that's even with doing things that I want to do. And I finally learned to listen to my body. If I wake up and I have, things planned that I want to do, I'm not pushing my body to the limits anymore. I've done that before. Exactly. Exactly. Not even the doctors. Like I said, I have great doctors. I do. For me, I have great doctors. But, you can only sympathize with someone so much. You can only imagine what it must feel like to a certain degree. If you've never felt it, if you've never dealt with it, it's hard to really, describe that my body. If you say somebody, my body hurts from the tip of my toes to my eyebrows. I mean, even my eyeballs at times have hurt. you know, that only someone who has experienced that will understand. I saw a video of a lady on TikTok. Her aunt had sarcoidosis. And she was asking for help. She was asking if anyone knew anything or anybody. She didn't care where. Any medical professional, doctor's office, hospital that she could take her aunt to get her some help. She said she has been like this for a few days, and when she opened the door to that bedroom, because I could hear the crying, wasn't expecting for her aunt to be just in a full, and it looked so familiar. I've been there. And she said, y'all, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help her. Her doctor has given her medication, but it's not helping her. If anyone knows anything that I can do to ease her pain, anyone I can take her to that can provide her with some help. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. And the comments broke my heart too. Because there were some people in there saying that she was faking. And how did that? There is no way to fake all over body pain. And even to cry makes it hurt worse. And in my case, when I cry, I get all congested. Can't wear the oxygen. Can't breathe, Because now, my nose is stuffy. My head it's a mess. It's a mess. Like I said, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Anyone. But I do pray that there is a cure soon. Leah, I was going to ask you, how long have you been taking your infusion treatments? I talked to a friend of mine, fellow sarcoidosis ambassador. She's out of North Carolina, and we met. I was the ambassador for Alabama. And she has been taking infusion treatments. She does it every month. She's been doing it. Oh, wow. Wow. She's been doing it for over 10 years now. And I was thinking that I was just going to be able to do it for a year. And then, my doctor was like, oh, well, we might have to go a little bit longer than that. And for her, and now you saying that, you've been over a year too. It may not be an end date, for me. And if it's not, if I have to keep on taking it past June, then okay. I'm fine with that. As long as it works, as long as I feel better, I don't have a problem doing it. Learn to live around it, At least I'll be living. there's still time, for me to go to the beach for a week and do whatever I need to do in between. Getting the treatment and recovering after the treatment. So, like I said, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Okay. I meant to ask you that the other day, but after talking to her, I was like, wow, I wonder if Leah's been taking hers that long. And from what I can tell, like I said, it's been over 10 years with her. And from what I can tell, and what she says, that, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was, thinking too. But when he told me on my, the last time that we talked, that it, may extend past June. He didn't know how much more, beyond June. It just depends, right, you said, on what the scans show, right? And like I said, mine hadn't showed any change. And I was, 4 or 5 treatments in, I think? Yeah. So, hopefully, like I said, my blood work looked better this last time. So hopefully my scans will look better as well next month. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mine looks better. Thank God. So that lets us know that the treatment, even the higher dose, with it being at a higher dose, is beneficial for treating it, because it's got my blood work. It looks a lot better. I'll be glad when it does get back to normal. Maybe my body will feel the relief of it soon. Oh, yes. Yes. Queen, I didn't know that beyond childbirth there could be this kind of pain. Yes. Yes, Leah. Like I said, my lack of patience has caused me a lot. Because thinking, if I do this, if I do that, or if I just my thing was kind of trying to push through it. Thinking that if I just push through it and try to, ignore it, that it would get better, baby. That had me in a world of hurt. There's no pushing through this. Like I said, you push the limits with this, and you'll be in the bed for 3+ days, unable to do anything. Oh, Leah, I'm so happy. Congratulations. Congratulations, baby. Oh, wow. I'm so happy for you. that gives that gives me hope. Because I wanted to talk about that one day, which is, I'm not ready to date. By any means, I'm not ready to date right now. Because, like I said, I'm going through some things that I just, I don't. Now, the only reason why I would date somebody, and hey, is we telling the truth here, because I want a chauffeur, because I don't want to drive. Yeah, it is, honey. It is a beast of all beasts. That's what I thought until I started until sarcoidosis came on the scene. Yes, yes, that's how it's supposed to be, Leah. And I was gonna mention also, Leah, if you let me know the date and time of your next treatment, would love to sit with you through your treatment. You sit with me through mine. I would love to sit with you. Just go live and we'll be, I'll be here with you. You know, if whoever can make it, we'll sit with you. A passenger, Tony, you always have the right word. A passenger princess. Yes, well, yes, Leah, let me know, and I'll come on when you're doing your treatments. Your and like I said, we'll just do what we do. We'll all be here to support you, okay? If you want, if not, you know, I understand that too. But yes, Tony, that. I'm being honest. Like I said, I am in no shape right now. To date, I'm there's a lot of things that I'm trying to do. More separate. Okay. What time? Is it early in the morning? Because I'll schedule it whenever you're going to be there. So that we can be there with you. Oh, I love you too, baby. I love you too, because like I said, I didn't know that it was going to be so great. I am so glad. Like I said, I asked Queen B. I've been saying for a minute that I'm gonna go live on YouTube, and honey, I didn't. I was like, okay. Every time I would tell her I'm gonna go live, I'm probably gonna go live on YouTube, and I took that word out because I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna try to go live on YouTube, or I'm probably gonna go live on YouTube. And so I said I'm going to go live, and that changed everything because that's concrete. March 2nd at noon. Are we on the same? You're an hour ahead of me. Is that right, Leah? You're on Eastern. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, baby, we'll be there. Your cousins will be there. Like I said, that day I'll just go live a little bit later. And we'll be there, right there with you. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I'm doing right now. Like I said, not just with the books, but trying to okay, on Eastern. Okay, I got you. Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me. So I will be on at noon. No, that'll be 1 o'clock your time. I'll be on at 11, and that'll be 12 your time. Oh, baby, you're so welcome. Don't cry. Don't cry. It's just love. That's all. It's just love. Like I said, I could have never imagined that coming on here, I would have found another extension to my family. You know what I mean? It's like I've been knowing y'all forever. And I'm so glad that nudge just never went away. Because I tell everybody, tell your story. And yeah, I tell my story in, other places. But the urge to come on YouTube just kept coming. And I kept pushing it away. Like I said, for different reasons. And I'm so glad that I finally took heed, because I love y'all. I would have never, ever, imagined that it could be this great. Thank y'all so much. And not just for the love from me, but for the love and support and for each other, And that's what we need. That's what we need. Oh, wow. And so I tell everybody, you have a story. I'm not telling you what to do with your story or anything like that, but someone somewhere, they're depending on you walking in your purpose, telling your story. They need it because they need that encouragement. They need to see that you made it. I can make it too. And like I said, I'm here to share the The good, the bad, the ugly. You know, I can't wait. I can't wait until I get my smaller oxygen pack, and then we can go out in the summer. If we just go out, and sit by the water, and just listen to the water and talk. I can't wait. I can't wait. Because right now, and especially in the wintertime, we're more confined to the house, inside. Because don't do well with the cold at all. It just makes the pain worse. And when I go out and it's really cold, it may take me a while, and I'm not talking about hours. It may take me a few days to actually warm up. And that's dressing, with layers on. If I get cold, when I get cold, it's cold to the bone. And like I said, I have heated blankets. It just takes a minute. And when you get cold to the bone like that, your joints hurt, you just hurt. So like I said, that just compound the pain that you're already feeling from the illness. Yes, we do, Lee. Yes, we do. Yes, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. And I agree. We do need each other. Even, like I said, if you don't have sarcoidosis, we still need each other. I wish more people would realize that. Regardless of race, religion, we need each other. In every aspect of life. Believe me, I've tried to make it in this world by myself. Without anybody, without God. I've tried it all. And here I am. Telling y'all the ins and outs of my life. Yes. Yes. Like I said, I've never too much been ashamed of anything I've done. As far as ashamed of telling anyone. Yeah, I've been ashamed of some things that I've done, that I've said. But as far as telling it, no. Because if that makes someone else a better person, it keeps somebody else from having to hit their head against the same brick wall. Yeah, we can use it as a roadmap. I don't mind. We can use my scars as a roadmap to get someone else there on their journey. Help them get there a little bit easier. Lighten their load. And that's what we're all here for. We should all be here to love and encourage. I said there's two things that the Bible reiterate from beginning to the end. And that's loving God and loving each other. And those seem to be the two of the hardest things for people to do. They profess to love God, but then they don't love each other, so that voids them actually fully loving God, right? The way it was genuine, true love. What do you have? Huh? Okay, I thought maybe you had stole. I got it. I thought you had stole my lip, chap. He was down with something, and I'm trying to make sure. Because Milton is a klepto. Like I said, those loving God and loving each other seem to be two of the hardest things for people to do. And like I said, they'll say that they love God, but then they don't love they don't show love for each other, So then they can't have a genuine love for God. Like I said, not in the way that not a genuine love, not like the love that you're supposed to have, to where you would love everybody. And it's not that hard. Like Leah just said, we're all human. We're not we're not different from one another. We're not. Not if you're speaking from the heart. You're looking at the heart. We all want the same things in life. We all want to be loved. We all want someone to love. Same thing for everybody. Same thing. Like I said, there's going to come a point in my life where that is going to be important, you know. But right now, I just want to love everybody, you know. um, and when I say, well, that will be, you know, will come into play, that will be dating. I don't know how that is going to work right now. Like I said, so therefore it's not even on my list. But because I'm still working on me, and I'm not willing to share me with anyone, you know, in that capacity right now. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, sis. I touch and agree with you on that. I really do. Because like I said, I feel like Milton Leroy. Milton. Come in, Moot. Come here, let's talk. Come here, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk about what's going on with you this morning. Huh? Let's talk about it. Come on, Milton. All right, if you don't want to come up here, we can't talk about it. Y'all, I'm sorry. Milton is cutting up. He is in the office chair. How he's making it move, I don't know. But he's running and jumping up in the chair. You know it has wheels on it. So he's running and jumping up in the chair and sliding the chair across the floor. Just banging into everything. Milton Leroy got the devil in him this morning. And look to help him get the devil out of him this morning. When I get off a line. Go find me a switch. But yes, like I said, I touch and agree with you, Queen Bee, because, like I said, it's surprising to me that there is not one. It's not like this illness just came into existence like COVID-19. This has been here for hundreds of years. Just not, it didn't take, wasn't a priority. It wasn't a priority at all. And now that more people, you know, they used to say it was a rare disease. I don't think so as much. I don't think so. I don't think it's a rare disease. I think it was just misdiagnosed. I said I'm the only one who in my family knowingly has sarcoidosis, and that's on both sides. But we've had, I've had family members pass away from pneumonia or respiratory illnesses. How do we know that that was not sarcoidosis? Just not diagnosed as sarcoidosis. So, yes, I'm surprised by that. Yes, all in God's perfect time. Like I said, I know that there's a reason that sarcoidosis is a part of my journey. I know it is. And now that I've accepted that there's a reason, I don't know the reason, but I know it's got to be because I have it. So, whatever the reason is, I may not know it. I may not ever know it. I'm thankful for this journey. And I'm thankful for where this journey is taking me. Yes. That's why I said I get on here and I tell you exactly how I feel and exactly what's going on, because someone needs to hear this. Because like I said, curiosity, we're all curious by nature. Just humans are always curious, you know? And they may hear the word sarcoidosis and be like, I wonder what that is. Go do a little bit of research, and therefore it promotes awareness, and therefore promotes a cure. Amen. Like I said, I've heard and seen some things on social media that I didn't know exactly what it entailed. So therefore, I went and did my own research, and told somebody else, and that's just how it goes. That gets the ball rolling, because you never know whose ears it may land upon and what they have the authority to do. So that's why we're gonna keep doing this. Um, so even though I am not an ambassador anymore for Alabama, this is still doing my part in, like I said, promoting awareness and hopefully, prayerfully, a cure coming out of it. I know that it's one out there because God said that for every illness, there is a cure on this earth. So I know that there is one. It's just, getting the research, the funding, um, which I still say is there. It just needs to be allocated towards sarcoidosis. So, yeah, the more awareness, the more they will allocate it toward that. Yes, yes, yes. I loved him, and that was one of my things. I wanted to meet him, and it didn't work out that way. But he is still a big part of my journey. He's the first person that I ever heard come out and openly say they had sarcoidosis, and I feel like because of his work ethic that was instilled in him. Like he said, he didn't want to just give you 100%. He wanted to give you 1,000%. The Mac man was not going to short you. Amen. Amen. He was. He wasn't going to short you. He said if people paid to come see him, or if they were interested enough in him that they turned their TV on to watch him, he was going to give them that and more. You weren't going to leave feeling ripped off by the Mac man. And I commend him for that. But to the extent of not listening to your body, like I said, I'm guilty of that too. Of not listening to my body, not listening to my doctors, pushing the limits. And every time I push the limit, I got the same result. Flat on my back, crying, in pain, in the hospital. So I can't imagine the days that he went beyond that, I can't imagine. Breaks my heart, and like I said, you can't help but admire him at the same time. But I can't imagine when they said cut, what he was experiencing. Because you can look at him and tell when his steroids were upped, when they weren't, when he was feeling his best, because we know what to look for, You could tell. And I'd be like, oh, he needs to take a break. He needs to, just, they need to stop this and, and just let him rest and and then when he comes back, he'll be able to do the 100% or the 1,000% that he wants to give. But I could look at his eyes and tell when he was feeling it, when he was tired, when he was hurting. And instead of watching the episode and laughing, I would be watching him and crying. Because I just could not imagine. And to a certain extent I could, but like I said, I could tell when he was just pushing beyond the limit. And I could not imagine how his body was responding to that. And eventually it couldn't. It just couldn't keep up with that. So I learned a lot from him. Like I said, I learned to, he was the main reason that I started listening to my body. When you can't, when I can, I can. When I can't, I can't. And I have no control over that. Either one of them. I remember a time when I used to cancel all of my winter appointments because I physically just could not do it. I couldn't do it. Then I was introduced to some fleece-lined leggings. And oh boy, because there are times that I needed to go to the doctor. I just physically couldn't. With these fleece-lined leggings, like I said, I still get cold. I still get that chill to the bone. But it's not as bad out there in it that it used to be. I could just walk outside and be like, just stiffen up. I'm not going. You know? Now it's better. It's better. So like I said, I just have to warm up after I get there. Exactly. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Even my doctors, they'll tell you that their sarcoidosis patients don't make their winter appointments. You know, they don't make all of them. We can't. It's just it's too much. You barely get out of bed, you know, let alone trying to get out there in the cold itself. I don't care how close you park. I don't care if you got a heated garage. It's still cold out there. Your body still feels it. And we just can't make it. So, like I said, wintertime, the colder months can be more of a more depressing, you know, for us. I was diagnosed with seasonal depression. So, what I do, even during the colder months, I let the blinds up because I didn't always do that. My depression was exhibited, you know, manifested even in ways I didn't realize by me not letting the blinds up because I didn't feel like, you know, I didn't feel like seeing anything. You know, I felt like I was living in darkness and I literally was inside and out. So now that I realized, you know, I let the blinds up every morning. Oh, girl, I know it's cold. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. And like I said, the weather, yes. The weather, like I said, it causes more pain and depression, and it's just a hard time. It's just a hard time. And, you know, my mom and my brother passed away in the month of November. Sister. Yeah, the winter months are harder. So, like I said, now that I know that, I do little things to try to ward it off or to help with it. And so far, so good. Like I said, you know, I can open up the blinds and see the sunshine and smile. And smile and be thankful and grateful. Because, you know, there's a lot that I can sit around and complain for, but still, even though I can complain about a lot of things, I still have more blessings that if I count them, then that would outweigh every complaint I have. 1 through 100,000 would be that I'm still here. You know, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Like I said, we do what we have to do, and I thank God for the mental health treatment. You know, that they were able to pick up on that. My therapist would recognize it. She recognized it every time, every winter. Like I said, we've been at this since 2017. When I would come on the screen, it would be dark. But sometimes I would come on the screen with her still in the bed. I don't even feel like getting up. And she asked me, had I ever heard about SAD? And I was like, no. Because what I had labeled as SAD, y'all don't even want to know about. That would throw this life in a different direction. I've been calling, anyway, No, I had never heard of SAD in as far as a mental health issue and related to mental health, but it's seasonal depression. And some of my younger relatives also suffer with that. And this is going on long before I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis just made it worse because now I can't go out as much. Then, I was still working, but I still felt, I was always sad, that part of the year. And like I said, I don't know why. I haven't sat and thought enough, or put enough reflection into trying to figure out why I probably just depressed, period. And not probably, I was. That's my diagnosis. Manic depression and PTSD. There's several more on there. And like I said, I am so thankful for mental health treatment and for medication at the time, So thankful. And I think that's what people have a misunderstanding about too. Just because you're given medication at some part of your treatment does not mean that you have to be on it for the rest of your treatment, depending on what your diagnosis is. You know what I mean? There are some things that once you get into your healing process, there are some things that you won't need a medication for. Like I said, depending on what your diagnosis is. There are some diagnoses when it comes to mental health that, yes, they need to be on medication indefinitely, but don't think that that's the case for everyone, because it's not. Yes, my doctor told me about daytime lights or something, daylight light bulbs or something that I could get, and I've not done it. I have not done it. I looked them up on Amazon, and I've not done it yet. But I'm pretty sure in the near future I will, because she said that would really help me out a lot. Because it looks like daylight, and it makes you happy. So regardless of what it looks like outside, I have a sunny day on the inside. That would be a blessing. So like I said, when I get some things in order, yeah, I am going to invest in those big time, because I think that would really be beneficial. That would really help. I think I have them. They might be. No, they're not in my cart. They're in my saved list, because immediately when she told me, I went and looked them up, and that's been some years ago. So until then, we're just gonna continue to let the blinds up and do what we can until. Leah, have you tried those? Oh, you said they say they work. Okay, so you're like me. Yeah, we're gonna have to try them now. We're gonna have to get them and see if they work. All the reviews though, all the reviews on Amazon, and not just under one particular brand. I read several different brand reviews, and majority of them gave great reviews. Majority of them were people who had seasonal depression. Surprisingly, like I said, I'm late to the game on that. Excuse me, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try those in the near future. Yeah, but y'all, I'm gonna, I'm gonna go ahead and get off and bundle up. Okay, so same thing. Everyone, I didn't read one review where they were like, nah, didn't help me. So that's good to know, and it's good to know that I'm thankful that you heard of them too. I'm glad that you heard of them too. So yeah, we have to try those. Yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get off and go bundle up and see what kind of schedule I can make about drinking more. Like I said, the lemon water works, so the 2 glasses a day, I'll just have to up it. I might be able to drink a glass every 4 hours, every 6 hours. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll get it in some kind of way. Because I'm trying to be healthy. Because like I said, I got 101 years now to do. 47 more years left to for the shenanigans that I'm gonna be up to. Like I said, I need to be healthy and strong. You know, when we do that nursing home thing, because I need to be able to first collect all the teeth, juice cups, and crackers. Second, go from closet to closet with my walkie-talkie, so I don't get caught. Third, get to the car. Get to the Cadillac. Yeah. But y'all, please don't forget to email me your addresses. So the next time I'll have them packaged, I'll get them packaged today, sometime today or tomorrow. And the next time I go out, I will mail them off to y'all because y'all have been so great to me. So I can't even thank y'all. Y'all have been so good to me. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for your love, your prayers, your encouraging words, all of your support, your positivity. Thank y'all. Like I said, not just for me, but for each other. Okay, Quimby, every 4 hours is a good start. Okay, because like I said, I need to be up on it because when I turn 65, I'm gonna be on something. I'm gonna be on something. Me and Milton Leroy. I wonder if they're gonna let me bring Milton Leroy into the nursing home. If they don't, like I said, I'm only gonna be there about a week before they throw me out. So if they don't, I will board Milton Leroy at the motel, and then I'm gonna get me a stuffed cat that look like Milton Leroy and take him in there with me and be calling it it's the stuffed animal Milton Leroy. And I'm probably gonna be going from room to room, introducing Milton Leroy to the other patient. And then if somebody come in my room, be telling them, don't be looking at Milton Leroy. Don't be looking at it. Don't even look at Milton Leroy. Oh, let me write that down, honey. Let me write that down so I don't forget. When I turn 65, I gotta get me or if I see it before then, buy an orange stuffed animal. Honey. So when I check in the nursing home, that's just another way that I can mess with them with a stuffed animal named Milton Leroy. Oh, for real. I'm gonna be telling everybody come over, don't even look at Milton. Don't look at Milton Leroy. Don't look him in his eyes. He gonna be in the Christmas pictures too, with the teeth. I might even hot glue somebody's teeth on the stuffed animal. Girl. Let me stop. Carter, what a picture. What a picture. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I tickle myself. Could y'all imagine getting a Christmas picture? This lady already got false teeth glued to a garland, and not only that, she done found a stuffed animal and then glued somebody's whole set onto the cat face. exactly what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. But okay, I'm gonna, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I'm gonna say I'll see y'all later. Happy Wednesday. Blessings to each and every one of my cousins. Again, have a great Wednesday on purpose and with purpose. I love y'all. And I will see y'all later. Don't forget to send me your addresses and I'll get your books and your journals out. Goodbye, Milton Leroy. Milton Leroy says, he'll see y'all later. He says he'll see y'all later. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning. Love y'all. Have a great day. You gonna say bye? Huh? You come back? You wanna say bye? You wanna say see you later? Huh? Milton Leroy says see you later. Tell him say see you later. See y'all later. Love y'all.